played club soccer on various teams from a young age. She is a varsity soccer captain, First Baptist Church member, and NHS. Community services include community disciples, various activities in NHS and FFA throughout high school, and her plans after high school are to attend Murray State for pre-vet pathway. Number 0, Drew Hadley Thomas.
So you heard Dennis Stevens announcing our first senior this evening, Drew Hadley Thomas, number 0. We have Darren at the camera.
Our next senior tonight, number 1, Taylor Freeman. I'm holding it for the game, too. Parents' names are Cassie and Brad Viverette and Greg Freeman. Extracurricular activities for Taylor include student council class president for 3 years, FBLA vice president, NHS public relations advisor, Governor Scholar Program alumni, Hugh O'Brien youth ambassador, yearbook committee for 2 years, played Lady Tiger soccer for 6 years and has been a captain for 2 years, gifted and talented education for 4 years, SWAT team for 3 years, Renaissance team for 1 year, and superintendent school advisory committee. Our community service includes community disciples tutor, teen court, Joseph's Joy Prom, organized Little Miss and Master Black Patch pageant, team leader for a day with the Tigers, and construction of community dog park. Taylor's future plans are to attend the University of Kentucky and major in history for a pre-law pathway or interior design. Number 1, Taylor Freeman.
All right, and that was Taylor Freeman, another senior, number 1.
Our next Lady Tiger senior is number 2, Mackenzie Rayanne Smiley. Mackenzie's parents are Craig and Tiffany Smiley. Her extracurricular activities are a member of Southside Baptist Church, where she's active on the mission team and Judgment House. She has worked at Theobros Formal since 2015. Mackenzie started playing soccer at age 4 and has played for numerous travel soccer teams. She played JV and started varsity soccer since her freshman year. She is the captain of the varsity team and has been all academic for the past 3 years. 2015 and 2016 all-district team and 2015 all-region team, and also a 3.91 GPA. Mackenzie's club affiliations are National Honor Society President, Student Council Secretary, 2016 Hobie Leadership Ambassador, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Team Court, GATE, Superintendent Student Advisory Council, and FFA, where she has served as Junior President and Committee Chairman. Mackenzie is on the Parliamentary Procedure Team, the Dairy Judging Team, and the Land Judging Team, where she has competed at state several times. Her community service includes Community Disciples, Sunshine Tuesday, Woodman Life, member, youth leader, and volunteer for numerous community service projects, and Kentucky Cattlemen's Association. Mackenzie's career and future plans are to complete her agribusiness and animal science career path, and she plans to attend college to obtain a degree in agri-marketing and business. Mackenzie has some remarks for her teammates. She says, I have cherished every moment that we've made over the years. I love each and every one of you, and I mean that. Seniors, I pray that God watches over each and every one of us as we embark out into the great big world. I pray we are all successful in all that we pursue. And I hope we can continue our friendships into college and beyond. I love you guys. To Coach Jacobs, our parents and fans, thank you for always supporting us and believing in us and for making these past few years one for the books. District champions, beating Madisonville North, and we're not done yet. Lastly, to my parents, thank you for driving me all over the country to play soccer and supporting me in everything I do. I love you guys more than you'll ever know. Number 2, Mackenzie Smiley.
All right, and number 2, Mackenzie Smiley. Hopefully you can hear Dennis okay.
Our next Lady Tiger senior is number 9, Kara Morris. Kara's parents are Deidre Clark and Rick Morris. Her extracurricular activities include Lady Tiger Soccer for 4 years, Tiger Tennis for 2 years, FBLA for 4 years, Secretary in FBLA for 2 years, Executive Council, Gifted and Talented Education 4 years, Teen Court for 4 years, and National Honor Society for 3 years. Kara's community service includes a tutor for community disciples, also made and delivered Christmas cards to nursing home, and collected items for Christmas Angel. Kara's future plans are to attend Kentucky Wesleyan College in the fall, majoring in pre-law, and then go on to the University of Louisville Law School. That's number 9, Kara Morris.
Number 9, Kara Morris, just introduced.
Our next Lady Tiger senior, number 10, Sarah Grace Carnahan. Sarah Grace's parents are Tammy Copeland and Stacy and Tammy Jo Carnahan. Her extracurricular activities include FFA. She's also played soccer for 14 years, worked part-time at Rogers Vet Clinic. She also loves spending time with family, friends, and her dog, Daisy May. And she plans to go to college to become a vet tech. Her community service includes teaching 3rd graders at Farm to Plate Ag Day and planning a fundraiser for breast cancer awareness. That's number 10, Sarah Grace Carnahan.
And number 10, Sarah Grace Carnahan. And a beautiful evening we have here for senior night as we continue on.
Senior is number 12, Matea Butts. Matea's parents are Andrea Tyson and William Butts. Her extracurricular activities include 4 years of soccer, FFA, and National Honor Society. Matea's community service includes after-school tutoring with community disciples, and her future plans are to attend Paducah Community and Technical College to become a cosmetologist. That's Lady Tiger Senior number 12, Matea Butts.
And that was number 12, Matea Butts. And we have our beautiful setting for this evening, and each of the seniors have their pictures set out.
Senior, number 14, McKenna Jackson. McKenna's parents are Josh and Sherry Grimes. Her extracurricular activities include being a member of FCA for 4 years, a member of National Honor Society for 3 years, president of HOSA, treasurer of Student Council. She also attends Princeton Church of Christ and has been on Lady Tiger soccer teams for 6 years. Her community service includes community disciples tutoring of younger students and an active youth member at Princeton Church of Christ. Future plans, she is considering to attend Kentucky Wesleyan or Western Kentucky University to major in biology and further her interest in the medical field. It's Lady Tiger Senior, McKenna Jackson.
And that was McKenna Jackson just introduced. And finally, our last senior.
And last but not least, Lady Tiger Senior number 16, Meriden Janina. Meriden's parents are Tracy and Kim Janina. Her extracurricular activities include 4 years of FBLA, National Honor Society 3 years, tattoo for 4 years, FCA 4 years, member of Northside Baptist Church, Teen Court for 4 years, Gate for 4 years, and Student Council Treasurer, along with Lady Tiger soccer team for 6 years. She is also an active member of the Community Disciples, and her future plans are to major in pre-vet, but is not decided on the college yet. Meriden also has a note to her teammates. She says, "Thank you to everyone for the best senior season. I wish all of you the best in the rest of your high school careers. With love, Meriden." That's Lady Tiger Senior number 16, Meriden Janina.
And finally, Meriden Janina just introduced.
And let's give all the seniors a big round of applause. God bless you in your careers, and we'll have the game coming up in just a little while.
So, Dennis Stevens with the announcement for senior night here at Caldwell County Butler Stadium. What a beautiful evening we have. Nice breeze, sun covered up by some clouds, but still very nice and comfortable out here as we get ready to host the Crittenden County Rockets in our senior night evening event. 8 seniors, as you heard Dennis say, so a large graduating class for the Lady Tigers. Again, number 0, Drew Thomas, our goalkeeper. Number 1, Taylor Freeman, our midfielder. Number 2, Mackenzie Smiley, a midfielder. Number 9, Kara Morris, a defender. Number 10, Sarah Grace Carnahan, a defender and midfielder. Number 12, Matea Butts, a wing and defender. Number 14, McKenna Jackson, a defender. And number 16, Meriden Janina, a midfielder and attacker. So what a wonderful senior class we have out and enjoying senior nights along with their parents. So having had a senior, Dennis, and I know you've gone to, very special evening for him. So bringing Dennis Stevens onto the air here. Dennis, nice job announcing the seniors and going through that. Very, very special.
Thank you very much, Joe. It's a big night for the girls as they come out, and usually this is the last home game for the girls unless we're sponsoring the district tournament. But this year they do have the game on Thursday night, so just a couple of more games for these girls. But it's been a quality group of girls this year. That you can see the team leadership on the field and off. They're a great bunch of girls. They've traveled this country playing soccer. I know that they've been everywhere because they've got sisters that played with my daughter, and they have just been all over the country and developed their skills. And you can tell how long they've been playing together just by watching them on the field at times.
Yeah, it has been wonderful to see them evolve over the years, and of course to have this powerful of a senior class, humbling for this year, but the Lady Tiger soccer program very fortunate that they have a class of young ladies like this.
And Joe, you're about 3 years away from it getting really emotional up here. I've been there. I've had our buddy Jeff McDaniels with me before. He took the mic for me one year when it was Cortland's last year, and I couldn't really finish the game. The next year, his daughter graduated, so I took the mic for him while he got through it. So it's a tough situation as parents watching these kids get into their senior years, and the soccer season just flies by. It seems like almost yesterday we were in late August ready to start this off, and
I know,
and such great expectations for this team.
I know, and like you say, it's hard to fathom that this is senior night, and we're winding, really the regular season is winding down here, and just as you said, just seemed like it was August just starting up. So very emotional for the players and especially the parents, like you said, especially for the Lady Tigers. I had Connor and Corey who went through senior night, and in as much that that was very touching, I think the Lady Tigers, it's going to be much more difficult for me with Kaylee. So I understand your statement and what you had said about Jeff. But, as I look out on the field and just looking at the smiles and the enjoyment of the family getting together with the players this evening, just something to look forward to for myself. So very special. And, congratulations to the junior class parents, and I know a number of the other parents of the players who helped organize and set up great decorations, beautiful little ceremony celebrating each of the seniors, Dennis. So hats off to all the family and the parents of all the junior, all the Lady Tiger players, because they're all involved.
And Joe, I think you hit something on the head there. It takes, these players are what it's centered around, but it takes a support staff of parents and teachers and coaches, and one thing that this group does is they enjoy the company of each other. They get along on the field, and the parents also really chip in a lot. I mean, the other night, I think it was one night last week, they fed the first 100 students that came in. That's unheard of. It's hard enough to find concession workers,
Right.
let alone being able to feed 100 students at a soccer game. So hats off to the parents and the support groups for all these kids. It's a wonderful atmosphere, and I think it starts with the coaching staff and works its way down, and we've got some excellent coaches.
You're right,
for
and
these Lady Tigers.
it is that it's that atmosphere of camaraderie and family. Looks like Lady Tigers are heading back to their dugout to prepare to get warm up for the game. Dennis, we're going to have some music in the background, sounds like, so we might take a little break, and then we'll come back at game time. We'll start off with a 5-minute break and play a few songs, have some take care of some of our sponsors, which we appreciate, and we'll be back to Butler Stadium here in a little bit.
At Little Caesars, we are very pleased to announce our newest addition to our already wonderful lineup of pizzas. Cheese stuffed crust. That's right, you can now add cheese to the crust of your favorite hand-tossed or deep-sea dish pizza. It's so yummy, yummy! Make that pizza or any of our other delicious pizzas a meal with our new Little Caesars Make It a Meal deal. For a discounted price, you can add on one of our 3 Make It a Meal deals to your pizza order. All meals include a 2-liter with your choice of Italian cheese bread, crazy bread, or wings. We want to be your go-to pizza place. Let us know how we are doing and what your favorite menu items are. Join our Facebook group, P-Town Little Caesars, to see our specials and enter for our giveaway. Little Caesars is very involved in the community and would love to serve you. If you belong to a church organization and need delivery for a gathering or church event, call us at 270-365-3311 to order.
Pizza, pizza. It's that time of year again. Soon leaves will be falling. Football and deer season is right around the corner. When those little critters get scurrying around, sometimes our vehicles get in their way. When that happens, Tri-Shoes Incorporated hopes you remember our body shop to get you back on the road. We offer free estimates, 3-stage paint process that is guaranteed as long as you own your vehicle, and certified technicians that together offer 120 years of combined experience. We keep rental vehicles readily available, so even if your car is out of commission, you don't have to be. Tri-Shoes Incorporated, Highway 91 North in Princeton.
This is Fred Foltz at the Woodall Agency in Princeton. We have served the small business owners of this area for over 100 years. Do you have trouble understanding liability or workers' comp insurance? Are your insurance premiums spiraling out of control? Whether you're a furniture store on Main Street, a plumber or electrician, or a locally owned bank or car dealer, we have a policy for you. We are the business insurance experts. Give me a call at 365-5541. You'll be glad you did.
Hey, Todd, did you know that Cozy Living in Tears has new owners? No, I didn't. I was so impressed when I was in there. They have items for everybody. Furniture, boutique, and gifts. Do they have baby items? Yes, and a registry. One thing that impressed me the absolute most was they offer veterans and first responders always 10% off. That is impressive. And you've got to meet their adorable mascot, Jake. He is a golden doodle. I'm definitely going to go by today. Where are they located? 235 Northfield Drive, right next to the bowling alley. Cozy living, just like a home should be.
Princeton Drug Company, 103 West Main in Princeton, proudly features low-cost prescriptions and friendly service. Princeton Drug offers in-town delivery, in-store pickup, or a convenient drive-through window. Princeton Drug has a wide selection of Christian greeting cards for every occasion. Princeton Drug is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and on Saturday from 8:30 to 2:30. No deliveries on Saturday. Princeton Drug, 103 West Main Street, Princeton. Phone 365-5585.
October is National Cooperative Month. Time to remind you how cooperatives work. Very simply, it is people working together to provide services and products. There are over 900 electric cooperatives like Fairlight Electric, serving 42 million people in 47 United States. Now, that covers a lot of territory. Add credit unions, housing, food, health, and agricultural co-ops, and you'll discover more than 29,000 co-ops nationwide. Fairlight Electric was formed to provide electric service to 200 people in the Fairlight area. Today, we serve over 47,000 members in the 9-county area. We provide that electric power over 5,000 miles of line, over 100,000 poles. We are here to provide solutions and services for better living through electric power. For more information about how co-ops build a better world, visit online www.pracc.com. We are Penny Ryan Electric, your Touchstone Energy Co-op.
And we are back at Butler Stadium getting set for high school girls action tonight in soccer. Caldwell County taking on Crittenden County in senior night activities. Dennis Stevens here with Joe McEnany and Darren Lewis. And Joe, it's a perfect night for soccer. You can't ask for much better than this. Nice breeze, little overcast, cool temperatures, so a great night for the girls.
Especially from our viewpoint, you know, got a little cloud cover. Normally the beginning of the games, Dennis, we're fighting the sun a little bit, but this evening we have the perfect amount of cloud cover, great temperature. Like you say, it's going to be a great evening for soccer, especially for the girls, because it's not too hot, you know, and hopefully it'll cool off a little bit so when they're out there running and gunning, it won't be miserable for them. So,
well, that's
perfect.
True. Joe, we do have a game coming up tonight. It's always exciting for senior night, but we do have a game as Caldwell comes in to this one 9-8-1 on the year. They had a tough week last week. Last couple of weeks they played some of the highest quality competition that you're going to schedule, and they fared fairly well. The defense played well. They held some teams down. Of course, Greenwood is a team likely to be in the Final Four in the state, so
yes.
That was a tough match. But the other games, all winnable at times. Score held down. Defense played great. I know the UHA game, we missed Sarah Grace Carnahan with injury. That was a tough one, but Morgan McDaniel stepped in as a freshman, played great. In that game, you had 3 freshmen and a senior playing the back line. So I thought we did great, even though the last couple of weeks have seen Caldwell County slip from number 3 in the region all the way down to number 6. But still a high-quality team. You look for them to make a deep run in that regional tournament.
Yeah, and you mentioned it. You know, that's game of soccer. They were competing in each of those games. You know, the difference of a goal here or there, and all of a sudden it's a victory for us. So certainly nothing to hang our heads about. Hard fought. You can see that, you know, really the top team separating that one team, which is clearly probably a perennial just powerhouse. How close the regional teams are, and you know, the Lady Tigers are certainly within striking distance of having a good run in the regions.
Yeah, you get past Henderson County, I think it's as wide open as any region has been as far as the girls go. University Heights is sitting in second place in the region standings right now, but we played them within 1 goal and 2 goals twice, so
yes.
I would love to see them one more time, because you know that's a regional semifinal if you see them.
Absolutely, and I got a feeling the Lady Tigers would like to see them one more time as well. They competed in both of those games, and you know, you tip the hat to UHA. They were able to close it, but you keep playing those games, and I bet the law of averages evens out.
Yeah, you're going to see out of 10, those 2 teams are probably split.
Yep.
If they were to play a 10 game series.
I
Tonight
would
they'll
think
take
so.
Oh,
on a Crittenden County team that comes in at 4-9-1 on the season, ranked next to the bottom in the region. But it's a team you can't let your guard against. You know, you're enjoying the emotions of senior night. There's a lot of activities going on outside of the stripes tonight, but once you step across the line, you've got to focus on what you've got to take care of, and tonight that's the Lady Rockets of Crittenden County.
Yeah, and I think, Dennis, knowing our group of seniors, they're gonna come out ready. They know this is one of their last home games, if you will. Their parents are here, representatives of the family are here. I think in particular they're going to come out ready to play. So you're right, there's a lot of activities going on, a lot of potential distractions, but we expect the Lady Tigers to come out hard and quick tonight.
And Joe, one thing, I got to talk to Coach Jacobs before the game. As I said, we played 2 weeks of stiff competition. It's kind of nerve-wracking. It's draining a little bit on a team to play that kind of competition night in and night out. He told me tonight and this week the focus is going to be more on having fun, relaxing, getting in a good mindset before they go into the district tournament next week, which will be at Hopkins Central. Well,
you mentioned it. Our coaching staff, we've been very fortunate, boys and girls, and our younger coaches, to have the caliber of coaches that we have, and I personally think that's a great approach. you know, this is a week before really the intense soccer starts back up. You know, they're going to face a Crittenden team that has, I mean, look at how many their numbers over there. They got a great group of kids out there, Crittenden. They're going to be here ready to play, but I think our Lady Tigers are in the frame of mind that they're going to come out and get business done, and they're going to have a good time doing it.
Actually, it will surprise some people to hear this, but this is a matchup of defending district champions.
Well, how about that? I did not realize that
So
myself.
Crittenden pulled a big upset last year.
That's right. I
won their
remember that.
first district championship. So
Well, congratulations to them again for last year's victory.
a lot of improvements coming over in Marion.
Yes, and I will give a shout out to Marion. They have really done a nice job growing their program, and you see what a wonderful game soccer is and how much it's growing. So great to see our area communities having that same level of success.
And Joe, if it's okay with you and Darren, Ty and I talked the other night at the football game, considering all the negative publicity over the national anthem, and we want to stay with the national anthem here, and especially
Absolutely.
on Friday nights with the high school band. Flag is at half staff today, of course,
Yes.
because of the massacre that happened overnight in Las Vegas. So we just
Absolutely
want to stay here
heartbreaking.
and show our support for our country as we stay with the national anthem here at the field tonight and again on Thursday. A busy week for the Lady Tigers as we'll be here tonight. They have a game against Callaway County on Tuesday night.
Tomorrow night, yes.
And then they'll be right back here at Butler Stadium. The actual last game for these seniors here inside the walls of Butler Stadium will come on Thursday night, and that will be at 7 o'clock. And then, of course, on Friday night, Caldwell County Tigers head to Cadiz to take on Trigg County in the 139 Bowl. So a busy week here on WPKY.
Absolutely, and great, you know, that the radio station and you all have been busy as can be, Dennis, and enjoyed your broadcast from the football game Friday. You and Bob and Ty, just a wonderful job as you do. The voice of the Tigers, voice of the Lady Tigers. You're becoming highly sought after in the media circus that we're in. So
It's been a ball, and these kids do a great job. So it's all just a lot of fun. I think Coach Jacobs is getting the national anthem set. They want to mention sometime tonight. We'll mention it now. A couple of new shows on WPKY. The Sideline Report on Thursday with
Yes.
Ty and Todd
Ty Griffin, yes.
And then, of course, the Tri-Shoe Sports Talk on Friday mornings with Gator and DT. So two great programs there, plus Saturday morning quarterback. So if you like sports, this is the station.
Oh, absolutely. And I tell you, we appreciate Todd. Heard a lot of positive feedback from the Sideline Report. So glad to see that evolve as far as sports coverage. And you mentioned it, Gator and DT. You don't know what you're going to get with them. So
and amen that one. And we're going to have the national anthem. We'll be right back after this with starting lineups.
Colonel Sanders from KFC here to talk about the good old days. Well, the good old days are still here in chicken form. Specifically, in KFC's original recipe fried chicken with 11 herbs and spices. Our delicious chicken is still hand-breaded and pressure fried just like it was then. Get your fill with 2 pieces of my original recipe in a $5 fill-up with mashed potatoes, a biscuit, a cookie, and a drink at a KFC near you. KFC, it's still finger-licking good. At participating KFCs, prices may vary. Tax extra.
Fortner Gas Company is a full-service local and family-owned propane company offering services in Princeton, Cadiz, Madisonville, and Murray. Right now, Fortner Gas is offering specials on propane. Fortner Gas offers Holland and Napoleon grills, Dixie choppers, and they also have Red Max weed eaters. Contact Fortner Gas Company today for all of your residential, commercial, and agriculture propane needs. Fortner Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
Okay, back here at Tiger Stadium, getting ready to have the introductions of both of our teams. Of course, the Lady Tigers hosting the Crittenden County Lady Rockets. So Dennis Stevens, I'm sure, will do the announcing of our starters, which we expect the Looks like the whole senior class is out for the Lady Tigers. It's well expected, and we'll have Dennis announce, so we'll bring that to you here shortly, Coach. We have the entire starters out at the midway halfway point, and so getting ready. If you could bring our camera up, I want to get this.
Crittenden County Lady Rockets take on your Caldwell County Lady Tigers. Time now for tonight's starting lineups. First, for Crittenden County, goalkeeper number 5, Bailey Barnes. Number 24, Ashley Wheeler. Number 34, Leah Fritz. Number 21, Shelby Summers. Number 9, Hannah Easley. Number 2, Lily Hayes. Number 33, Emily West. Number 6, Allie Geary. Number 32, Jaylyn Duncan. Number 22, Casey Easley. And number 11, Cassandra Newcomb.
All right, there's our Lady Rockets introduced.
Now the starting lineup for your Caldwell County Lady Tigers. Number 00, Drew Hadley Thomas. Number 1, Taylor Taywolf Freeman. Number 2, Mackenzie Smiley. Number 9, Kara Morris. Number 10, S.G. Carnahan. Number 12, Matea Butts. Number 13, Kelsey the Enforcer Adams. Number 14, McKenna Jackson. Number 16, Meriden Janina. Number 17, Hannah Young. And number 19, Lainey Fletcher. God bless you, players, and have a good game.
As always, we have Dennis Stevens, who always adds a little spice to the starting lineup for the Lady Tigers, which I very much enjoy, and I know the fans do as well. So nicely done there, Dennis.
Thank you, Joe. I'm going to miss that so much here in a couple of weeks. It's been so much fun. We actually came in the first game and talked to the Lady Tigers before we went on the air and said, would anybody like nicknames? Or Taylor Freeman, the first one that came up, said, I want to be Tay Wolf.
That's right,
because I'm the baddest Tay out here. So we went with that. But Kenna Jackson said, I want to be introduced like a wrestler on Monday Night Raw. So we go with things for McKenna. So it's been a lot of fun, and the girls had some fun with it too. So.
Yes, they have. And as the season went on, I know some would look back and say, don't do that. But others look forward to the thing. So
yeah, Mackenzie kind of ruled out Big Mac after the first week or so. So we'll
of course, I was all in favor of that, so I don't know, but understand.
We are set to kick this one off on the whistle. Crittenden County will have first ball. They'll be going towards the Washington Street end here at Butler Stadium. A few changes in the Lady Tiger lineup tonight is Kara Morris and Matea Butts in the starting lineup as seniors.
Yeah, neat to see the whole senior group out on the field at once.
Crittenden County comes up, but Crittenden County had it deep in the offensive end. Jackson able to clear it out near midfield. Morris misses on the attempt, but there's Butts to pick it up as they get it across into the offensive end for Caldwell County. As we are underway here at Butler Stadium, that one's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Caldwell County. Throw goes to Taylor Freeman. Taylor wanting to find Fletcher. Instead goes to number 2, Smiley. Ball still loose far side, and Crittenden County will come up with it far sideline near midfield. Caldwell County trying to get everything on track for a deep run starting in the district tournament next week. They're already in the championship game, Joe. That'll be coming up, I think it's a week from Thursday night, as they'll play in the championship game at Hopkins Central, because they won the regular season championship with wins over Madisonville and Hopkins Central.
So, yeah, so nice for the Lady Tigers to have the first 2 nights off of district play, or the first night off, if you will, and then move to the championship game on Thursday.
Of course, that championship game bid is an automatic bid into the regional tournament, so they will be there either as district champions or district runner-up.
So, yeah, hopefully district champions is how we want to look at that game. But, yeah, next Thursday evening, the start of the district play for the Lady Tigers.
Big kick by Drew Hadley Thomas, gets it well over midfield. Matea Butts takes it down the sideline. That one hits the flag, stays in, actually.
Still in.
The ball has not been called out. It hit the flag. And I'm not sure the referee made himself clear down in the corner, Joe, as there was some confusion.
I never saw the sideline ref make a call either way, and I think it looks like the center ref is taking over and just giving a little guidance to the sideline ref. Looks like it's going to be a corner.
The flag is out of bounds, so I think they're giving us the corner because it did roll
correct
inside and hit the flag and bounce back in.
On the flag side. So you're right. Perfect interpretation. I had to think back through my rules to make sure, but nice call by the center ref.
Mackenzie Smiley brings it out to Sarah Grace Carnahan. She sets up. Let's go with the shot, a little bit wide to the right.
Yeah, just wide there. Nice play, real quick, developed. Smiley puts it right back to Sarah Grace, who had time, put a nice shot on, just wide.
We're about 3 minutes into this contest. No score here at Butler Stadium, Caldwell County, Crittenden County. Lainey Fletcher gets the ball in the middle of the offensive end. High ball looking for Janida. Now coming in is Smiley. Smiley with the chip shot. Misses to the left.
That ball was spinning a little, Dennis. That little chip shot came in. That ball was spinning a little bit. Smiley burst in from the left side and got her foot on it and just came offside.
Ball comes out. It's going to be first touched by Carnahan, but all the way back at the midfield circle. Nice little kick through by Fletcher. It's going to go off a Crittenden County player. It'll be throw in Caldwell County on their offensive end far side.
Nice throw by Fletcher there.
Smiley charging for the goal. Puts the shot on, blocked by the keeper. It'll go across the end line. It'll be a goal kick from the gate entrance on the far side of the field.
Yeah, good position by the Crittenden keeper, because
I think it fooled everybody on the field too. The referee said it went off the post.
Oh, okay.
So
well,
he's giving a goal kick here.
Couldn't tell from our angle. It looked like the Crittenden goalie actually made that save, but clearly the center ref had better position.
Joe, one good thing tonight, we have 3 referees, and there's been some trouble. I know Trigg County a week or so ago had a game canceled because they couldn't get any referees. So nice to have 3 here tonight.
Really? I mean, you're right. That's unfortunate. Wow.
As Freeman breaks through 3 defenders, goes one-on-one and puts it in unassisted for the first goal of the night for the Lady Tigers.
Boy, happy to see Taylor take that role, that leadership role, Dennis, and push through there. Certainly the Tay Wolf mentality right there displayed.
She is. She's a very unselfish player, Joe. She doesn't have a lot of goals on the season. She is the leading assist player for Caldwell County this year, but she's been that way all 4 years she started in that same position. And she's just the most unselfish Tiger in any uniform, and I've said that since her freshman year. She's just the epitome of what you want in leadership and direction out on that field.
Yeah, you can tell, and so to me that was great that she took that initiative and made that run on her own.
Nice through ball played through, looking for Kara Morris. Kara has a couple of players to beat. Crittenden County's going to get to it first, take it out to the top of the 18 and kick it out of bounds. They'll reset their defense, and Matea Bunce will come down for the throw for Caldwell County.
Looks like the seniors are settling in here down there with Fletcher.
Fletcher got the throw in. Flick went a little bit off as Crittenden County comes up with it. Now it's Lady Rockets 1-on-2 as they try to bring the offense back up.
Little different look for the Lady Tiger defense again this evening, Dennis. It looks like they're playing that two wings up a little higher. That or playing the stopper sweeper.
Playing the sweeper. I saw the starting lineup formation on Twitter earlier tonight. They're going with the 3-back set.
Okay.
And you've got Kelsey Adams playing that sweeper role. And they're going to call Kara Morris offsides just across midfield.
Yep. Accurate call. She was just a step in front of the defense. So good job for Crittenden defense, because that was not going to probably bode well for them. Lady Tigers had three up front, and Taylor and Laney crashing in the middle. So just a little offsides there.
And let's see, score on these, Joe. Home score +1.
Okay.
There we go.
Ball comes into play. Young pushes up to the middle. Kara's fighting for it along with the Crittenden player.
Good job
Little
by
help
Kara Morris.
Yeah. Kara kept that ball, kept that player from being able to turn with that ball, which is what you want, and had Matea come in and help out.
Yeah, Kara had textbook defensive position right here at midfield as she forced the player not to be able to turn, as she had Matea Butts come up help out with it. The double team gave Caldwell County the ball. And that was going to be called offsides again on the Lady Tigers. This one just past midfield also.
Yeah, Smiley makes a nice boot up forward. Meriden just, probably just a couple steps, 1 or 2 just offside. She took off, but just slightly early.
I think plans are tonight also, Joe, is Drew Hadley Thomas is going to play about 10 minutes in the goal according to the plan, and then come out and play on the field.
Well,
Caitlin Manley will take over in goal.
Well, that'll be exciting for Drew. Especially, again, senior night. Be fun for her to get out in the field. I remember when Connor was able to do the same. So, believe me, something that goalie looks forward to.
And Macy and I were talking one of the earlier games last week. Just the opposite for me. Cortland never played goalie until one game they were way ahead. So they put Cortland in goal and Macy back on the back line, the only game Macy ever played defender.
How fun.
And they were talking like two Little League kids playing Little League baseball, how you chatter when the batter's up. That sounded just like those two for all of that second half of that game. Ball goes out of bounds. We're down to about 31 minutes left in the first half. Caldwell leads this one 1-0 on an unassisted goal by Taylor Freeman. Taylor puts the kick on goal. This one easily picked up by the keeper for Crittenden County. Their keeper, we had that marked a little bit earlier, is Bailey Barnes, number 5 on her jersey. Kelsey Adams comes up to midfield for the kick. Gets a bad kick, but it's taken over to McKenna Jackson. Jackson gets it down the far sideline to Mackenzie Smiley. Mackenzie on the run down the far sideline, starts to turn in towards the goal. Left-footed shot, just barely stayed out of the net, crossed the 6, and didn't miss going in by maybe a couple of feet.
No, yeah, and Kara Morris crashing the back post, just wasn't able to get there. What a great move by Smiley. Breaks down one of the Crittenden players, makes a run all the way down the left side, puts a beautiful ball right through the middle.
And they're going to call it deflected now, Joe, as we'll get a corner kick out of it.
Okay, well, that makes sense because it did look like the ball did deflect, so I didn't see it, but it changed the angle of it, so makes sense. So let's see if the Tigers can convert here on this corner.
Kenzie Smiley again. She's going to play it back out to Young. Young has it at the corner of the 18. She lets go across the middle. Shot on goal on the deflection from Janina, just wide right, but it's going to go out. It was deflected by a Crittenden County player, so it'll be another corner kick for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, it's good. It was good. Another good idea. Good play. Playing that thing. It looks like Crittenden's going to make an adjustment, not allow Lady Tigers to come back.
Smiley gets this one up in the air, headed and over the net. I think that was Taylor Freeman, far side, able to get a head on it, but a little too much. And it'll go across the back of the net. Goal kick for the Rockets.
Yeah, Taylor right there for the header. Just you know, just float a little higher on her.
Crittenden County quickly in play. They put it out, but stolen away by Fletcher. Fletcher gets it back on the give and go from Freeman. Fletcher puts it down into the corner. Meriden Janina is going to give it a chase, see if she can catch it before it goes out.
She does.
And does. Brings it back into Smiley. Smiley with a long left-footed shot up over the 6, and it'll go out on the far sideline. A little too much hook spin on that one as Manley set to check in to goal.
Yeah, Smiley just, you know, again, we've talked about it over the season, that powerful leg. That thing went all the way across the field. No problem at all.
Kick by Sarah Grace Carnahan. High bounce, picked up easily by the keeper. Joe, that's one thing we haven't mentioned a little bit lately. A very fast field here. It's been very dry. The grass cut low, so this will be a fast field tonight. You've got to play some high bounces, especially if you're playing in goal.
Yeah, and you can tell. Looks like they're going to call a substitution here. You can tell by just the pace of, you know, you mentioned it, that ball, the bouncing of the ball, how quick it's moving down the field, how quick it's moving across the field. So level of play for both teams is going to have to be up a notch.
Yeah, it's going to be very fast, and I think that plays well into Caldwell County's hands when you've got Meriden Janina and you've got Taylor Freeman, Mackenzie Smiley.
Absolutely. Got a little bump there. Crittenden player just obstructed Meriden, who is making a run, so going to have a free kick here for the Lady Tigers.
Mackenzie Smiley will have this one from about 30 yards out. Plenty of leg to put on this. She puts the ball up.
Beauty.
Going towards the net, just wide left. She'll get that zeroed in before the night's over.
Yeah.
Giving her that shot, letting her measure it out. That'll go in before the end of this half or early in the next.
Yeah, when she has time, she's normally pretty accurate. So not really overly characteristic there of Mackenzie's normal free kick. So you're right. I think that'll be adjusted as the evening goes on.
Goal kick by Crittenden County. They put it out. First touch goes to Laney Fletcher. Laney over to Taylor Freeman. Back to Laney. Laney's going to drop it now back to Sarah Grace Carnahan. Sarah Grace puts it down in the middle. Nobody ready for the charge. And it'll come back out. Punt at the top of the 18. Low line drive headed by Fletcher. Headed again by Fletcher. Little pooch kick by Carnahan. Puts it down for Janina. Janina's got an open look. And just wide right.
She took her time with it. She knew she was going far bar with it.
Yeah, she had the goal in no man's land. She wanted to come out and get it. Thought about going back and had her stuck about the top of the 6, but Meriden pushed it just a little bit right.
She did a nice job staying on sides and then breaking with the kick on that one. So put herself in position just a little wide.
Good little pooch pass from Sarah Grace Carnahan on that play also.
Yes.
Crittenden County takes the kick back out. They've got it at midfield now. Laney Fletcher there defensively for the Lady Tigers. They put it down. McKenna Jackson brings it back to midfield in the area of Kara Morris, stolen away by Crittenden County. Good job by Matea Butts to come up and get it. Now Young defensively for the Lady Tigers. This time Crittenden County gets it down inside the 18, and Kelsey Adams is not going to play around with that one. She kicks it out the side. She'll reset her defense, and it'll be a throw in for Crittenden County as we get to the 26-minute mark left in the first half.
Yeah, good clear by Kelsey on that one. That ball, a nice pass by the Crittenden player. Probably their first threat, if you will, or potential threat of the game for a goal.
Caldwell County gets it out. Taylor Freeman has it in midfield, plays it over to Matea Butts. Matea with a nice ball in there. Just waiting on Kara Morris to catch up to it, but Crittenden County able to come in behind her, kick it towards the corner, still in at this point. Butts then there defensively for the Lady Tigers. Looks like it went out of bounds, no call on it. They're going to say they kept it in, so Carnahan will play it back to Young. Young's going to put it down, looking for Morris again. Morris has it. Deflection comes back to Butts. Butts with a big chip down in the middle. High bounce and fielded by the keeper for Crittenden County. But, Joe, just what we talked about, the bounce much higher than that keeper anticipated.
Yes, she had to really go up and jump and grab that ball because Meriden was right there. For any miscue, she would have took over.
And, Joe, I don't know about you. You watch more of these because you go to the away games with your daughter as the ball goes towards the goal but picked up by the keeper for Crittenden County. I really like this defense set up with the three three-girl line in the back with the sweeper. That moves Sarah Grace Carnahan. You've got strong legs with Carnahan and Fletcher right in the middle of that field.
Absolutely. I am of the same mindset, Dennis. You know, different. And I imagine the coach just looks at who he's playing and probably makes that decision. But personally, I think this gives a little bit more offensive flair, which I think works in the Lady Tigers' favor because of the strength of our defense. You know, you mentioned it and we mentioned it, the two seniors, typically the two freshmen, just very solid. So it's not going to hurt them to change that.
Caldwell had a nice offensive line moving, but it's kicked out of bounds across the end line by Crittenden County. Another corner kick for the Lady Tigers coming up.
Yeah, I tried to stop talking there as I saw that start to develop. But back to the defense, I do like this three, and you can see here the difference. All of a sudden, you got two players, defensemen, really moving up into the the 30 yard, and you're leaving one back, and I think that's the right move.
And the old fake kick trick on the corner kick already touched by Taylor Freeman as Smiley brings it in with a shot over the top of the net.
Just over. And
and just for the record, Joe, I have seen that work one time.
Yes, I know. We like to draw that out. It looks like it should work more often than that.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. But we joked the last time that we had a game and they were able to do that. It fools the referees early in the season as much
yes,
as
it does
anybody.
as much as anybody. You're correct. So this must be a seasoned referee group here.
Ball comes down, nice kick, but it's going to be a little bit high. That was Lucy Goffinette into the game in place of Matea Butts. But to finish up on this back line, Joe, you've got McKenna Jackson, who's as strong a senior as you're going to find. You've got a couple of younger players in Kelsey Adams and Hannah Young that can really play back there. Kelsey Adams is, I think, one of the premier freshmen in the region.
Absolutely. Her level of defense, and then to put Hannah with her as two freshmen, just almost unheard of. Wow.
Oh, that all but in by Taylor Freeman on a nice pass across the middle from Lucy Goffinette.
Right.
A very brave play by the Crittenden County goalkeeper.
Yeah, nice play by the goalkeeper.
Good job by Goffinette, spin move, but she's double teamed, has it taken away at the bottom of the midfield circle. 22 minutes left in the first half. Caldwell leads this one 1-0.
A lot of offensive pressure by the Lady Tigers, which we expected. Like to see them convert another.
Kara Morse giving chase on this one. It's a through ball from the far side. I think that was Smiley that put that through. Crittenden County is going to pick it up first inside the 18. They'll try to bring it out and bring it up the line out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Goffinette. And Drew Hadley Thomas going to see some offensive play here.
All right.
Drew's
exciting to see Drew coming in.
Lainey Fletcher will come out and get a well-deserved break.
Hear the crowd roar to see Drew get out in the front part of the field there.
Big throw in, goes all the way down to the corner of the 18. That's going to be kicked off. A Crittenden player close to the sideline. Crittenden keeps it in. They'll return up the field. Goffinette plays it back to Young. Young looks over for Janina. Janina with nice positioning.
I mean, just beautiful position by Meriden to give herself an opportunity there.
Smiley back in to Morris. Morris takes it across the middle, looking again for Janina. The deflection comes back out to Mackenzie Smiley. Smiley looking for Goffinette as she changes fields. Crittenden County really packing that defense in right now. Caldwell gets it through into the 18. Goffinette goes down, puts the ball across, just out of reach of Drew Hadley.
Yeah, Lucy looked like she was trying to feed Drew, who was trailing in the box, and good cross there.
Throw in by Thomas, comes into Janina. Back to Freeman. Freeman goes through two players, puts a shot on.
Wow.
Second goal of the night. Taylor Freeman, just all skill.
I tell you, and once again, you know, she's in great position. First off, the ball comes to her. She splits three defenders, two moves back and forth, passing to herself, and then puts a beautiful rocket into the corner of the net. No chance for the Crittenden goalie, who's played very well to this point.
Yeah, but if you get Taylor Freeman from 8 yards, 9 yards out,
No,
she's going to score on just about anybody.
Yeah, you just don't have a chance.
So Caldwell County extends the lead to 2-0. 20 minutes left in the first half. It's time for our first break of the night. We'll take a quick break and be back. You're listening to Lady Tiger Soccer on WPKY.
You can always expect great things at Planters Bank. When we say expect great things, what we're really saying is Planters Bank is here to provide the financial services you need. Planters Bank believes in the strength of our community and is a full-service financial institution. Our employees have a true passion for helping our neighbors, and it shows. See Jake Pepper and the rest of the Planters Bank staff at 208 North Jefferson. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
We are back to Butler Stadium. Caldwell County leads this one 2-0. Both goals by Taylor Freeman. And Joe, you know how I like stats to soccer and football. Taylor has equaled her season total on goals in this game. She came into tonight with 2 goals on the season.
I would have guessed more than that.
2 here in the first half.
Now, I'll be darned. Now, you're right. Just a very unselfish player and who really just sets up others for goals. But I would have figured she had more than that.
She does have 9 assists on the season.
Yes, no,
leads
that
the
makes
Lady
sense.
Tigers has almost about a half an assist a game average. So that's the unselfish play out of Taylor.
That makes sense. Looks like an extra ball on the field, so they're going to throw this one over, Dennis.
Matea Butts checked into the ball game, give Kara Morris a well-deserved rest. Kara getting the start tonight on senior night.
And while we were at our break, Drew Hadley had a nice run down the right corner, puts a nice shot on goal, and the deflection comes out to Meriden, almost puts another one in. So we almost had a goal in our break.
Ball at midfield to Crittenden County. There's Young with a nice move. Looked like she was going to take it all the way down the field, made a step-over move. Through ball comes up. You've got Lucy Goffinette unattended to on this side. Shot is deflected out of bounds. You can see that coming. And also on the deflection, if it had come back into play, Drew Hadley Thomas was right in front of the goal. Nobody in blue around her.
Yeah, nice touch first off by Young, making that play, and then puts a beautiful lead pass down, and Lucy takes off and really had an open shot. She could have moved in a little closer if she liked, but she took a shot just inside the 18. Tough save for the goalie, but makes a nice save. And corner kick opportunity.
I think Smiley again on the corner kick, puts it across. And Taylor wanted to take a cut at it, just went under her foot. And it'll go out of bounds far sideline. Stays Caldwell County ball, though. They're going to say it was deflected before it got to Taylor.
Yep.
So Sarah Grace Carnahan will take it.
Nice corner that time, right through a host of players.
Yeah,
just not able to get a deflection in.
McKenzie can put a lot on a ball from that corner. Now she's trying to fight through, kind of blocked, but Lucy Goffinette gets the deflection up and in. Good job by Lucy Goffinette to be ready to put the ball in.
Yeah, scoring a clearing attempt by the Crittenden Rockets, and it comes straight to Lucy, who pushes forward and puts a beautiful shot on goal, back of the net.
Lucy, another young player that's shows that the cupboards are not empty here at Caldwell County. Even though you're graduating 8 seniors, you've got a lot of young players ready to come up and keep this good role under Coach Jacobs going. Last year, district champions looking to have the repeat. They're guaranteed a chance to repeat this year with the title game coming up a week from Thursday.
Yes, so exciting to see the young players, but here still got a lot of season left here, Dennis, and looking forward to our districts and regional run.
Crittenden County trying to get a little offense going. Sarah Grace Carnahan cuts that off at the bottom half of the defensive circle. She puts the through ball up, and giving chase is McKenna Jackson, giving it all. She's got that ball to roll out of bounds, though, before it gets to her, and it'll be a throw in for the visiting blue.
It's fun to see McKenna move up front to the wing. Looks like Matea dropped back in the back. So McKenna and Matea kind of switching positions there.
And they're going to call Drew Hadley Thomas offsides on that one. She knew what
she was ready.
She was a little bit eager.
She was asking for it, and just a little excited, just a little out front, but fun to see Drew ready to go.
Caldwell County nursing a few injuries. You got Drew Hadley said she had a little gel wrap on the ankle tonight as she's been playing through a high ankle sprain. Also, Sarah Grace Carnahan back on the field tonight after missing the UHA game with an ankle sprain. So good to see those two players out.
Yes. Yes, good to see him back. I'm sure, like you mentioned earlier, Coach Jacobs going to take more of an approach of the team enjoying themselves and not threaten any type of injury moving into district.
Meriden wanted the one touch, kind of rolled up her shin guard a little bit, came back out to Crittenden County. Now Crittenden County has it working towards the top of the 18, middle of the field, coming up defensively. That was a good play by Kelsey Adams.
Yeah, to get in front.
She made her change the trajectory of the shot quite a bit. It goes well wide to the right.
Yeah, Ashley Wheeler for Crittenden was lining up. She's really been doing a nice job in the middle of the field for Crittenden, trying to make things happen, and got herself in a position. But again, Kelsey closing off that shot opportunity, and she pushed it wide right.
Let's see, Crittenden County did come in with 4 wins on the season. Let's take a look at who they beat this year. It was Mayfield 7-3.
Wow.
They also have a win over Ballard Memorial 7-2. And then back-to-back wins here recently over Lyon County and Christian County, 4-3 and 2-1.
Well, good for them.
Over Christian County. So a team that used to struggle to get one throughout the season, defending district champions, 4 wins on the season this year. So they've got some people that are starting to turn things around over in Marion with this program.
Yeah, happy to see that, and you know, you look at their feeder programs. They got a lot of interest in their feeder programs as well. So hopefully that will continue to be a fun competition as the years go on.
Big kick by Young as Young goes down. Kicked that one awkwardly, had some contact at the same time.
Looks like Young's hurt.
Coaches want them to play it out as Hannah will stay down on the ground holding that right ankle.
I hope that's not a sprain there, because Hannah makes a, you know, it's a 50-50 ball. They both kick it, and one of those things, if you played soccer, you've felt this before. 2 strong kicks at the same time, the ball reverberates back into your foot, and just you don't know. Let's hope it's nothing serious. Hope it she can stretch it out.
She's down on the field in some pretty obvious pain right now. But Hannah's one that's a young player, but she's come in. She doesn't back down to anybody on that back line. She's going to challenge every ball. She's a very aggressive player, but a very good player.
Yes.
Very smart player. You like her soccer IQ while she's on the field. She makes good decisions. So.
And again, you know, this is a situation where she's aggressive. She's not going to let that, you know, that 50-50 ball. She's going to make it 51, 52, 55% her way, and that's what she did there. And we see her, she's starting to walk off. I think that probably just stymied her ankle, stymied her leg. Hopefully nothing, no type of sprain. Hopefully it'll just work itself out here.
Yeah, we'll let the staff look at it on the sideline. I'm sure won't take any chances with her tonight, but good to see her able to put the weight on it.
Yeah.
And walk off the field under her own power.
Yeah.
We'll have a little bit of stoppage time with that injury. Right now on the clock, just over 11 minutes left. Caldwell County leads this one 3-0. A couple of goals by Taylor Freeman, and then the last one for Caldwell County by Lucy Goffinette. So 3-0 Caldwell County. Ball comes back into play. Kara Morris has it near midfield, puts it high in the air, looking for Mackenzie Smiley. Crittenden is going to play the deflection all the way up across midfield, but there is Kelsey Adams.
Nice.
Comes up at midfield, plays it through, but it's going to be offsides. You can take your pick of which Lady Tigers are offsides.
That's just unfortunate there. Kelsey put it right up to Meriden, who immediately as she stopped the ball just looked around and realized she was offsides. And you credit, you know, maybe ideally that's a little coaching on Crittenden's side. They moved those defenders up, and you know, Meriden just got out in no man's land.
Shot on goal by Crittenden County, one of their few tonight, goes well high and over the back of the net.
And again, that was Ashley Wheeler, number 24, who makes a move, puts herself in a position to take that long shot, but a good strong shot, just well high.
Hope everybody will stay tuned at halftime. We'll look back at the scoring here in the first half, look ahead to the second half, and also take a look at the broadcast schedule. Very busy week here on WPKY between soccer games football games and new shows on the air. Meriden Janina with a run. She's one-on-one with the keeper. Nice block by the keeper with her knees. Brings it back out top of the 18. Taylor Freeman's there. Plays it over to the far side to Jackson. Jackson keeps it in. Plays it back to Freeman. Freeman wanted to set that up. Closed in by Crittenden County. And it takes it back out to Smiley about 30 yards out. Carnahan's going to put the low shot on. Stopped by Crittenden County. Nobody in the box crashing for Caldwell County. She'll bring this one out easily for the punt at the 18.
Yeah, good attempt there by Meriden. Crittenden County goalkeeper makes a nice save on a hard shot.
Ball back to midfield, gets it to Goffinet. Goffinet center of the field now to Freeman. Through ball, this time Meriden's on. She's got a one-on-one again. Comes up and another great stop.
Poor Meriden.
Meriden may have to take that ball up in the air a little bit. The low shots are not getting through on that keeper.
She looked at herself like, I can't believe I missed that.
Yeah, I can't either, to be honest. That's a couple of them she normally makes.
Yeah, if I had a nickname for Meriden, I'd call her the closer. She normally does make those.
Meriden coming down to try to help out again. Ball loose in the middle of the 18. Crittenden able to get it out before Meriden gets there. They kick it back out, but there's Sarah Grace Carnahan patrolling the center of the field. Gets it up to Freeman. Freeman corner ball over to Goffinet. Goffinet with a nice shot. Didn't miss by much, just over the net. A little bit high. It'll be a goal kick for Crittenden County. As Pookie Traylor will check in for her first action tonight, and Goffinet will come out.
Fun letting these seniors play.
I think that was the theme for tonight with senior night. He was going to try to lighten the mood a little bit, get the Lady Tigers in a little better mindset going into the district and regional tournaments.
I think it's working. Coach, of course, he never stops coaching.
No. One of the things I've liked about Coach Jacobs since he's taken over this program is how he sees what other teams do. He's not going to go with one philosophy offensively, one philosophy defensively for his team. He's going to make adjustments when you play a Henderson County, when you play a UHA, as opposed to when you play a Lyon County or a Crittenden County, who are just on a little bit down years.
Yeah, I agree.
And he'll adjust things with that, and I like seeing that in him.
I agree.
Janina's going to be called offsides again. And she's going to be able to bite a hole in that soccer ball if this keeps going. She's going to get a little bit frustrated because she's had some open looks, had some open runs, but been called offsides a couple of times tonight at least.
Yeah, the Crittenden defense is getting tested
and I think
over
that's
and
an
over.
adjustment, Joe. You're right. From the Crittenden County sideline, they're going to try to keep that line pulled tight and get Caldwell County offsides. Right now, Janina is setting off again.
And it served them a couple times, but of course it's opened them up more so than serving them. So,
and let's see if they call this one. They do not. Now giving chase is Taylor Freeman. Taylor has one player.
She almost got her head trick.
Puts it over to Janina again. Janina stop again.
I don't mean to laugh, but I know Meriden would like to have all those back.
Yeah, this game could easily be 6-0. And the ball popped up. Meriden was kept on by number 9, asking to come out. And this one, Meriden goes again. Another nice diving save by the keeper.
That was a tough one for her to get a foot on. That ball was spinning and bouncing, and Meriden put a foot on it, but the goalie able to make that save. So.
And you keep giving Meriden Janina open shots and open runs. She's gonna fill up the basket before long.
That's right. That'll be taken care of. That one was a great hustle play by Meriden. Though really she's explaining her shot process to the coach. Whoop.
Oh, Jackson goes down.
Yeah.
Definite foul on that one from Crittenden County.
Yeah.
Because if you take McKenna down, you laid a hit.
Yeah.
Because McKenna doesn't go down easy.
No, McKenna hung tough there.
Smiley's going to take the shot from about 35, bounces in the 6. It's going to go out of bounds well left of the net, so it'll be a goal kick for Crittenden County as we tick down near 5 minutes left in the first half. We had a little bit of stoppage time for Hannah Young, so in the neighborhood of 5-6 minutes left in the first half. Caldwell leads this one 3-0. Goal kick coming for Crittenden County, and of course with the keeper not taking the goal kick, Joe, that's going to keep Smiley and Drew Hadley Thomas on sides.
Yes. So they were all the way up to 18, which you want to see, just to pick off one of those.
Freeman with a nice step over move, still has time,
Oh,
plays a
beautiful
3-ball
pass.
looking for Drew Thomas. Drew goes, ball still loose, nobody charging for Caldwell County. Ball goes out of bounds, or almost out of bounds. Pookie Trailer keeps
Oh.
it in. Nice shot over towards the goal, caught right on a sliding gut save by the keeper for Crittenden County. But we've got to get some players in that box to crash, Joe. Got to get that to be the mindset.
Yeah, you heard.
And it's going to be offsides on
yeah,
Trailer.
that one will.
Crittenden County doing a much better job the last few minutes of keeping that line packed in tight and keeping it pulled up. I bet Caldwell County's been off, what do you say, 6?
Yeah,
at least 6 times
That's
tonight.
probably about right. You know, they're close, but you know, Caldwell's smart enough to play that right, because anytime they have played it right, they have put themselves in a great position to score.
Right.
You know, they're just they're faster, they react faster than the Crittenden defenses had an opportunity to. But you can see, for Crittenden's standpoint, that's a smart play, because that's how they can keep teams from scoring. So
Caldwell County has the ball inside the 18. Now the 6 picked up by the keeper. They had a scoring opportunity, but a couple of things I think Coach Jacobs will certainly address with the team at halftime. One, you've got to realize when you're offsides, get back on sides. And two, we have not done a good job, even though we lead 3-0. We've not done a good job tonight of crashing the goal on shots. We've had a lot of shots one-on-one, but nothing home on the far side of the ball, or far side of the net.
Oh, there you go.
And Drew Thomas gets in the scoring book tonight.
Great pass up. Drew takes it in, and this is one of those situations where Drew took off with the pass. So she wasn't offside, took off with the pass. Her speed puts her out front of the Crittenden defense, and she closes that with a beautiful shot to the far bar. So congratulations, Drew, on that goal.
I think that's her second goal on the season.
That's
Caldwell
right.
County's lead back out to 4 now. Getting down close to stoppage time, as we are, scoreboard clock showing just over 2 minutes. Mackenzie Smiley now with the one-on-one, and
that's
this
in
one
the back of
finds
the
the
net.
back of the net.
Yep.
A couple of quick goals by the Lady Tigers as Mackenzie Smiley.
Classic Smiley left foot. Beautiful. Running stride for stride with the defenseman. Keeps the ball on her left foot and then takes a shot.
Joe, that's the biggest difference for Mackenzie since her freshman, maybe sophomore year. Her strength, as she used to would have got pushed around on that a little bit. She was very small. She's learned how to use that body and the positioning, because she had a player right on her shoulder, like you said, the whole way down. She was able to fight that off and still put a strong left-footed kick right in the net.
And you're right, you know, smaller frame, but clearly all those years of playing has taught her how to position and lean as she's making that run. So great play, and she finishes with the goal.
Caldwell County now out 5-0. I forgot that I inherited the scoreboard job too here.
Well,
Jason.
you know, you're a multitasker, Dennis, and
So-
appreciate you being able to handle all those skills, because I don't know that I would be able to.
Not really the quickest on the draw on this scoreboard, but we'll get it up eventually. And we know what the score is up here in the booth. So
We're
5-0 Caldwell County. Big run now by Pookie Trailer. She goes one-on-one. Crittenden County is going to try to pooch this one out of bounds. It will go across the end line. It'll be a corner kick for the Lady Tigers.
The good thing is, Dennis, we always have plenty that will help us, guide us whenever we're off of our game slightly.
So Sophie Littlefield, yeah, we're like the referees here. They can get all the help they want, and I'm sure we can.
I don't like to say criticism, the constructive feedback we get.
There you go. And Carnahan's going to take the corner kick this
Oh,
time
good
across
cross.
the net.
Wow.
And a nice blast right into the goal. I think that's Freeman.
That's a hat trick for Freeman. All right. I tell you, what a nice corner kick by Sarah Grace. Puts that ball where it just drops right on the far bar. And here comes Taylor crashing from the left side. Puts a one-touch foot rocket. There, you know, again, goalie hit doesn't have a chance there.
And that was like hitting a fastball, because Sarah Grace Carnahan put a strong kick across the six right off the foot of Taylor Freeman. So Taylor really didn't have to wind up on it. Just the bounce off her foot had a lot of speed on it to begin with.
Absolutely.
This one quickly getting away from Crittenden County as we are in stoppage time.
Yeah, I think defense for the Crittenden starting to wear down a little bit, and you understand that, really getting pressure the entire game. But here the Tigers are figuring out how to stay on sides, and here we go, 3 quick goals because of that.
And Joe, I think there is a JV game after this one, right?
There is,
right?
yes. So the JV Tigers and JV Rockets will be going into action right after the varsity contest. So
McKenna Jackson with a nice step and control, middle of the field. She's at the top of the 18.
Oh.
Crittenden, though, closes in, sandwiches her out of the ball.
Yep, good defense
comes
by
back
the
this way.
Crittenden players.
Littlefield has it for a second, goes out of bounds. I thought there may be a JV, because I thought if not, Crittenden County's numbers are really getting up, because they've got a lot of girls down on the bench right now.
Yeah, if you see the camera gets an opportunity to show the numbers for the Crittenden team as well.
And Kara Morris could be offside. Caldwell's probably 7th or 8th offsides call of the night.
Poor Kara was just, you know, she was by a defender, and all of a sudden the defenders came up, and she was.
Like to see that
she was in a position. she would like to see her get one here on senior night. So coach has got her up front. Hopefully she'll have that opportunity.
Ball back at midfield. Taylor Freeman has it taken away. A nice play by number 2 for Crittenden County. I think I had a roster here at one point for Crittenden. Number 2, oh, there it is. Number 2 is Lily Hayes. Caldwell gets it back out. Sarah Grace Carnahan's going to clear this one from Crittenden's 18. They get it out to Freeman at midfield. Caldwell County trying to stay on. They're going to get McKenna Jackson offsides, and she knew it. She pulled up after about 4 steps.
Yeah, it was close.
And there's a whistle to end the first half. So after 40 minutes of play, Caldwell County Lady Tigers in control of this one. It's the Lady Tigers 6, Crittenden County nothing. We'll be back after this break. We'll talk about the first half and look at the broadcast schedule for the coming week. So stay tuned. You're listening to Lady Tiger Soccer on WPKY.
Hello, this is Gloria Smith with the law office of Jeff Russo. Are you buying or selling real estate? Are you planning on refinancing your existing home loan? If so, you should be aware that you have your choice in which attorney provides the legal services associated with such transactions. Our law office has over 50 years of experience in real estate law. We pride ourselves on being cost-effective and having a quick turnaround time. If you're in need of such services, call us today at 365-2763 or find us on the web at www.jeffrussolaw.com. We are located in downtown Princeton on the east side of the courthouse.
This is an advertisement. Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric Plant Board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric Plant Board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
October's a time for planning those home projects you've been putting off all summer. Fredonia Valley Bank has the right kind of loan to suit your needs. Whether it's a new roof, gutters, painting, or remodeling, Fredonia Valley Bank can assist and step you through the loan process with ease. You can count on Fredonia Valley Bank's experienced loan officers when applying for a home, vehicle, commercial, or ag loan. Loan decisions remain local and are guaranteed to stay with Fredonia Valley Bank for the life of the loan. It's a good feeling to know that local decisions are still being made at Fredonia Valley Bank, your real community bank. 600 Cassidy Avenue, Fredonia, and 226 Commerce Street, Annabelle. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Chances are you're on your way somewhere. And you're on your way somewhere at the same time McCafe is introducing a new menu of recrafted espresso drinks, including the iced caramel macchiato, sweet caramel drizzled over smooth iced espresso. Now chances are you're on your way. to McDonald's. Nothing comes before coffee. Get any small from our new line of pre-crafted espresso drinks. Cafe quality for just $2. A la carte only. Limited time only at participating McDonald's. Cannot be combined with any other offer or any combo meal.
And we are back at Butler Stadium. It's high school girls action tonight. We're at halftime. Caldwell County leads this one 6-0 over Crittenden County. Taking a look at the scoring tonight. Taylor Freeman got on the board with about 5 minutes gone in the game, give Caldwell County the early 1-0 lead. About 15 minutes passed before Taylor, again with the kick, made it 2-0 Caldwell County. And Taylor, 2 goals coming in on the season and 3 goals total here on the night. The third goal came from Lucy Goffinette with about 16 minutes left in the contest. And then it was a flurry towards the end of the first half, Joe, as Drew Hadley Thomas scored with about 3 minutes left. About a minute later, it was Mackenzie Smiley. And then Taylor Freeman completing the hat trick with about a minute left on the clock here in the first half. So after 40 minutes of play, it's Caldwell County 6-0. And Joe, it really could have been a little bit worse than that. We missed some kind of point blank shots. The keeper for Crittenden did a good job. We just put it right towards her on a couple of occasions. This could easily be 8 or 9-0.
Yeah, I think we could have added Meriden to that list of scorers easy enough, and I think she'd be the first one to say and wish that she had that opportunity. You know, the first 2 goals there by Taylor, really almost individual efforts in the middle of the field, pushes through, makes that shot, and then the Tigers settled in on making those nice one-touch passes. Crittenden defense early on did a great job, you know, getting the Tigers to be called offsides, pulling the entire lineup. They're playing that 4 defensive back system, so you know, that's a big part of that 4 defensive line is all of them staying on that line, coming up and getting those offsides calls. And here we have the full officiating staff, so I can say without reservation the linesman has been on point time. But what did you think, Dennis? Probably 8. Did you count offsides?
At least that, and they were easy calls too. So it wasn't like it was anything borderline that we see sometimes, because that call can get pretty subjective at times on some of these games and really cause the fans to get stirred up a little bit. But tonight, I think it was 8 of the easiest calls he'll have on offside.
And some of them surprised us. They just turn around and just leave the ball because they knew they were offside. So.
But it's something Crittenden County had to do. You look at time of possession. Caldwell County easily probably between 90 and 95% time of possession in that first half. So Crittenden had to make adjustments. They did a good job by taking that flat 4 in the back and keeping Caldwell County offside several times. So credit to their defense, and that's one of the growing steps that Crittenden County is doing.
Absolutely, you know, and you attribute the coaching there because that's a sound strategy. I mean, you know, the better teams do that. You know, that is a very sound strategy. Now they'll start to understand when they're going to give up passing lanes and everything, and that's what the Tigers eventually started exploiting. And that's why the flurry of not only goals but shots really came on for the Tigers.
Yeah, you had that line pulling so far up defensively. Caldwell County able to just put some little chip shots over, get some one-on-ones with Meriden, with Taylor, with Drew Hadley. So a good job by our girls. Joe, quickly, I want to look over the broadcast schedule because it is busy this week. Tomorrow night, the boys are here for senior night, and I'm assuming we're covering that one.
Yes.
Tomorrow night, so we'll be here at Butler Stadium for the boys tomorrow night. We'll come back on Thursday night. The girls will be taking on McCracken County in an add-on game. That's at 7 o'clock. Friday night, it's the 139 Bowl as the football team will take a short drive over to Katie's and take on the Trigg County Wildcats, looking to pretty much lock up that district race with a win on Friday night, move them to 3-0 in the district.
Yeah, football Tigers with the big win. Big showing this past weekend. Dennis, you and Bob had the call, and you know, for going in with a team that was 5-0, undefeated, even though you know you never know the schedule, but the Tigers certainly showed not only poise but strength, in my opinion, through the results of that game. So,
Joe, I think that was the most prepared from the opening kickoff that the Caldwell County Tigers have been all year long. They came out from the opening kick, and they were ready to play football at that point. And it showed with 3 touchdowns less than a half a quarter in. Had Union County all but finished at that point, just a matter of what the final score was going to be. So you'd like to see that same thing coming up on Friday night. Plus you have, as we get started here, Caldwell County has first ball. You don't want to forget the new sideline report on Thursday morning with Todd Griffith and Ty Englebright. And then Gator and DT with their show on Friday morning. Then Saturday morning quarterback with Bob Hayes and Coach Barnes after every Tiger football game on Saturday morning. So a lot of stuff coming up on 103.3 The Tiger this week.
Yeah, Coach Barnes, his son Will was there, which it's great to see, and you can't say enough about that entire football coaching staff. Wonderful support staff Coach Barnes has this year as well.
Through ball's coming up. Carnahan takes a shot, slapped away, back out just above the 6 by the keeper. Good job by her to come out and even get a hand on that.
Absolutely. Great run by Carnahan.
Carnahan up in that forward spot as the Lady Tigers getting to play some different positions tonight. Now Smiley's going to take it into the corner near the concession stand. She's going to put the cross on, goes on top of the net. It'll be out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Crittenden County.
I tell you, you like to see that skills from their goalie, number 5, Raven Hayes. Bailey Barnes. I'm sorry. I'm not sure what year she is, but she has really made some great decisions as a goalie.
I think I've got to hear, Joe, if you take it for a second, I'll see what class she is in.
Okay, looks like Tigers put it back to midfield. Crittenden takes control, puts the through ball up to the left side. We got a one-on-one. Crittenden puts the shot on goal. Good shot. Our goalkeeper steady and perfect position to make that save.
Kaylin Manley with her first save of the night for Caldwell County.
So the first touch, it looks like, from our goalie, but a nice little run by the Crittenden player there.
As Caldwell takes it back into their offensive end, Joe, that the goalie for Crittenden County, Bailey Barnes, is a senior, so she's playing a good game tonight. At times, it's probably felt like trying to swat BBs the way Caldwell County has been able to come down the field, but she's really showed a lot tonight.
Yeah, it makes sense. In good position, really all the shots and goals. Clearly they're coaching.
Good job by Bus to keep that one in. McKenna Jackson really battling down at the top of the 6 to get that in. Has it finally taken away, but it took about 3 players in blue to get that away from her.
Yeah, she was fighting to get that one in. That's right, Dennis. She almost did.
Crittenden comes back, wants to put the through ball, but there is Kara Morris to put it back up offensively for the Lady Tigers. Now Drew Thomas. Drew playing the midfield spot. She puts it into the corner looking for Jackson. Jackson's going to see Crittenden County take this out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the home white. Just underway here in the second half, about 3 minutes in. Caldwell leads 6-0. Mackenzie Smiley has some time. She's going to turn it around, makes a nice step move, gets by one defender. Now plays it into the corner looking for Jackson. Jackson giving chase. Crittenden County gets there first. They'll kick it sideways and reset the defense.
Yeah, no option there. They just wanted to get it out of that middle.
Throw in comes right back to Jackson. She winds up, puts one up, and just over the far bar corner.
Yeah, nice throw in by Matea. Throws it over a Crittenden defender, and ball drops right on McKenna's right leg, makes a touch, and puts a nice shot on goal, just a little high.
One player we haven't called her name yet in the lineup here in the second half, Morgan McDaniel's into the ball game. And Joe, we got a chance to talk with Morgan before the game tonight. I thought she did a whale of a job against UHA, getting a start as a freshman against UHA in the absence of Sarah Grace Carnahan, who was nursing that ankle injury. She just played a phenomenal game, I thought.
Yes, and, you know, we had mentioned it over the broadcast of how fortunate we are this freshman class that came in this year, how strong they are from a development standpoint and just their overall knowledge of the game and how they execute. And Morgan doesn't miss a beat against a difficult, strong UHA team. So great game by the Tiger and the Tiger defense. And again, I know it was a 2-0 score, but that could have been easily 2-0 on the Tiger side as well.
Yeah,
so
we missed much like tonight, we missed a couple of opportunities, one in each half, last week against UHA as Crittenden County now comes down. This one's going to roll through, picked up by Manley with a nice defensive move. She turns away.
Good play by Kate. The right decision to come out and charge that ball, because a nice through ball that time by the Crittenden County Rockets for a potential chance there.
This one goes out of bounds in front of the Lady Rocket bench. They'll get a throw going towards the Main Street end here at Butler Stadium. McDaniels will kick that out of bounds and reset her defense. It'll throw will come to Crittenden County. Tough McCracken County team comes in here on Thursday night to finish the regular season for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, I think that game got canceled earlier in the season, correct, Dennis? And it's
I know
it's
they
a
put it
makeup.
on here late. I think you're right, Joe. But that will be a tough one.
Yes, McCracken always a tough opponent.
Caldwell County looking to come back offensively. Taylor Freeman has it, goes middle of the field, takes it far side. That may have been, was that Carnahan on?
Yeah, she was trying to do a flick up to Meriden and just came off side of her foot.
And believe me, I hit plenty of those shots anytime I go play golf, so I feel her pain.
I saw your name on that Prince and Princess. You all had a pretty good run there.
Oh, I had a great time out there, and I'll give some credit to the staff at the country club. They really have those greens, the new greens, looking great.
Don't they look great?
That was the nicest. I don't get to play that course a great deal, but it's the nicest condition I think I've seen it any time I've played it.
Appreciate
Jackson
that.
comes up, gets it blocked again on another spectacular play by Barnes.
Yeah, great pass opportunity for McKenna, and puts a, you know, that you mentioned it, low shot. I think that goalie has those low shots down. So great play by the goalie. That could have easily been 7.
And that was going to go out of bounds from Carnahan on the far right side of the goal. But to finish up with the country club, I think the folks in the area are really going to like those new greens out at the country club. They're coming in nice. The root
really
system
have.
looked great. What few greens I hit and went to fix the ball mark. That's a lot of grass under that. So I think they've done a great job with it.
Just makes such a difference, Dennis. And what, you know, you mentioned it's the first year. Heck, those greens aren't maybe 6 weeks old. So there's some bumps in them. But of course, his second year, that's when they say they really come to fruition. So excited for the country club that they were able to get that accomplished, and really should enjoy years of great greens, especially in the summertime where we've traditionally lost them.
And substitute for Caldwell County coming out is Morgan McDaniels, and in number 7, Kaylee McEnany, seeing her first action tonight.
Yeah, KK getting to play a little defense.
Yeah, a lot of players in some different positions. Jackson really trying to get that goal tonight so she can get that.
She's up there. I can tell you, she's hungry. See players going down left and right. She's going after it.
Janina takes it to the far sideline, and it's going to go out of bounds off a Crittenden County player. Carnahan wanted to make the cross, blocked out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Sarah Grace, almost in front of the concession stand. As we are about 31 minutes left in this ball game, Caldwell County still leads this one 6-0. Smiley with the lob and caught by the keeper Barnes. Barnes takes the roll out this time instead of the kick. Lady Tigers defense retreats. Good play there by Drew Hadley Thomas.
Yeah, nice play by Thomas.
Gets it over to Butts. Butts looking up the field for Jackson, but a little bit too much of a lead on that one. McKenna can't catch up to it, and the punt's going to come out to Barnes. Crittenden now with the ball. They go into the middle of the field. Little chip up, and it's going to be Manley coming out and making the scoop for the Lady Tigers. But right back there also defensively was Adams.
Another good play by Kate, realizing when to come out of that box and grab that ball.
Adams with the kick back up near midfield. Let's see if it stays in. Does not. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Lady Rockets. Ty Engelbright joining us up here in the booth.
How you doing, Ty?
Ball goes to midfield. Deflection off of Freeman. Gets it over to Carnahan. Nice body
Nice play
position by Jackson.
Okay. She lost it for a minute up in the ball shot straight up above her head. She was turning around.
She made a move so good it fooled herself.
That's right, fooled herself.
High bounce to McEnany. McEnany heads it over to Adams. Adams with the lob kick to midfield. Nice header by Smiley. Crittenden really packing that defense.
Yeah,
in, Joe
they got them all
a line
lined
of
up.
five back
yeah,
here now.
5 or 6, so you're right.
They're not wanting to get that mercy rule put on them here at Butler Stadium tonight.
Well, they're
So
doing all they
defensive
can.
route.
Well, you know, the Tigers, they got a plan here. They get McKenna up front. They want to try to get her a goal, which is great.
Right. And a lot of Lady Tigers playing out of their normal positions. One McEnany right here. McEnany with the ball, takes it up to Freeman at midfield. Freeman rolls it over, looks far side to Carnahan, but instead changes the mind.
Look at that speed.
Janina's got speed.
Look at that speed.
Coming up towards the goal and blocked away again. Great play by Bailey Barnes.
Yep.
We really can't give her enough credit. She's made some really nice stops for this Crittenden County team.
Yeah, it really, really has. And what a burst of speed by Janina. I mean, just amazing to me how
That
quick
one
she got out of the
inside
box.
the 18 to Jackson.
Oh,
Again,
Jackson.
Barnes there. Yeah, I got a feeling Meriden is going to dream about number 5 for Crittenden County tonight.
Oh, good shot. I tell you, the goalie, Barnes came out, makes a goal kick, not a goal kick, but the goalie kick, and the ball didn't go too far. Smiley traps it, realizes she's out of position, makes a shot on goal, and just wide. Otherwise, that's a smart play by Smiley to put that shot on goal.
First touch on the goal kick comes out to Freeman. Freeman drops it off to Smiley. It'll give and go back
Nice
to Freeman.
1-2.
Freeman feeds a through ball looking for Jackson or Janina, but a sliding pickup by Barnes saves it for Crittenden County. She takes it back to midfield. High bounce goes over. Adams plays it back up to Freeman. Freeman wanted Smiley, but deflected by Crittenden County. Now they're going to try this side as it comes towards McEnany. McEnany will play it back to the middle to Smiley. Smiley with the through ball. Has got Carnahan on the side.
Oh,
she's got
racing.
a pretty good angle coming in.
Now let's see if
Taking
she
it in
can
from
finish.
the corner of the 6, shot on.
Ah.
But anything on the ground,
Yeah.
Joe, Barnes is like a vacuum cleaner. She is picking up everything on the ground.
You're right. She has been as efficient, and typically for a goalie, that's a difficult save. But she's a little lower center of gravity. You can see she's a little smaller frame, so very quick and very on top of any of those shots on goal that are on the ground. Matter of fact, all of our goals tonight, besides that one rocket from Taylor off the corner kick, were in the air.
Mm-hmm. Goal kick comes out. First touch goes to Smiley. Goes awkwardly off her foot, but the deflection is coming back towards Freeman. Freeman able to pick it up. She'll move the offense up. Drop to the far side to Carnahan. Carnahan has it in the corner. Takes it across the net and almost to Jackson, but there behind her is Matea Butts to keep it in.
Yep.
Barely missed Jackson with the cross. Caldwell County gets it out near the bottom of the midfield circle. Back to Freeman from Thomas. Freeman looks to the corner again to Carnahan. They set the play up again, coming towards the middle of the net. Jackson there defensively for Crittenden County has 2 players. She tries to turn and make the wraparound just wide right.
We know she's got that shot because that's her defensive staple. Using that body to protect, and then turning and shooting.
I think that's Ginn under the number 16 Penny coming in for Caldwell County.
No, all right.
Finally comes out.
All right, Maggie getting a little goal time.
So Maggie Ginn in goal for Caldwell County. I would suspect Manley's going to come out and get a little field action then if she's going to come off the field.
Very possibly.
Caldwell County with the ball just outside the 18 from Freeman. She's tripped, takes it to the corner.
Stays on her
Wants to
feet,
center
puts
it.
that ball to the middle.
Crittenden tries to clear off the head of Smiley. Smiley again going in, lets the left foot shot come up. Gets under that one just a little too much.
Yeah, got deflected by that Crittenden player.
And Barnes will have the punt at the 18. Punt out, first touch by Smiley. Jackson with the shot.
Quick shot.
Pretty nice shot by
Yes,
Jackson.
it was.
I think it caught Barnes off guard just a little bit, not really expecting it at that point, or didn't
No,
see it if she was deflected, if she was guarded by somebody.
Yeah, that was a last-second reaction save for her.
Crittenden able to keep it in, still rolling
No,
down the
it's
line. I
in.
think it's going to stay in as they go down. McEnany there defensively for
now
the Lady Tigers.
McEnany makes a nice play with the body
Finally
there.
goes out and doesn't touch. So her throw comes in to Adams. Adams clears it to midfield. Only one home is Crittenden County as they bring it back up their offensive end. And I think that was Adams
That
that
was
came up
Adams,
and
yeah.
cleaned that up. Kelsey
She cleaned that one up.
able to get it back.
Okay.
Now the through ball going towards Janina. Barnes has to come
Now
out of the
she-
box to get that one cleared out. It goes out of bounds off of Freeman just in front of the student section. It'll be a throw in for Crittenden County.
Yeah, Barnes couldn't have liked what she saw because there were 5 Tigers out front there. There we go again. Taylor's taking this ball down the right side, moves in, puts a shot over to the far bar, and Kara just a little late crashing the far bar. But again, nice run by the Lady Tigers.
And number 34 for Caldwell County Boyd will come into the ball game. McEnany will get a break. Look to see her up front before this one's over.
Yeah, I think they want to get McKenna a goal here.
Yeah, get her a goal, or she'll go down trying, I guess.
Yes,
because
she will.
she's
Well, Janina
worked hard over there.
might want one too. After that first half, she might want one as well.
Going back to the golf theme, sometimes you just got to see a putt fall, and I think that's where Meriden
Yeah.
probably is at this point. She wants to see one in the net. Big kick on the goal, goes just wide right, but that's a nice spot-up kick by Carnahan from easily 35 yards out. Getting down to about 23 minutes left in this contest. Caldwell County, no goals in the second half so far, but 6 big ones in the first. Still lead this one 6-0 over Crittenden County. Header by Freeman. Gets it over to Smiley.
Yeah.
Smiley has a player on her right shoulder, plays it through, looking again for
Kara.
Jackson. A lot of crowd in there.
Yeah.
Kara and
Jackson
McKenna.
right there.
Barnes able to come out with it. Smiley steals that one back away down the left side.
I'll tell you,
Lot of
Smiley
room.
and Taylor smothering in
Gets it
the
over to
center of the
Morris.
field.
Morris all alone. Morris is going to be called
Oh.
offsides.
Yeah, Taylor and Mackenzie almost getting every goal kick and or clearing attempt from the back and putting the pressure right back on Crittenden. So they've been smothering in the middle.
I think the thought is, right, you're right, Joe, for the last several minutes has been trying to get McKenna Jackson or now Kara Morris a look at a shot on goal.
Yep.
Crittenden County comes back the other way. Kelsey Adams, left-footed, cleared out to midfield, right to Freeman. Freeman over to Carnahan. Carnahan with the through.
Good
Nobody's
job by
offsides.
Drew. No, Drew
So it's
stayed
Drew
back.
Thomas going to the corner this time.
Nice ball by Carnahan.
Drew coming towards the goal, goes around one player. Now
There
puts
it
up.
is.
And Jackson
There it
finally
is.
gets that shot in.
Nice play by Drew. First off, it starts with Sarah Grace Dennis, who dribbles up and just puts a ball right down the wing, knowing Drew's going to get to it. Drew hustles down, stays on sides first off, and then hustles down, makes a move, brings the ball to the middle, and lines up Jackson, who is crashing in the center. And Jackson finally is rewarded for her efforts with her goal. So
And Joe, I don't know if it was on purpose. It looked from here like Drew Thomas headed in the corner, was going to cross it, looked back and saw McKenna and Kara still just a little bit away. She was able to dribble a little closer around her defender.
Yes.
Buy some time for McKenna, then laid it right at McKenna's foot.
yeah, then it
She picked up
becomes
the goal.
really
So that was a good play by Drew.
absolutely,
Somebody that
you know,
doesn't really see that
for a
much offensive
goalkeeper,
play.
right? For a goalkeeper to make that decision, great decision.
Ball towards the net by Crittenden County, takes a high bounce. Getting back is Jackson. She's going to kick it out of bounds and set the defense.
She got her goal. Now she's back to defense.
Yeah, she's back home now after she knows she'll pick up a trophy at the banquet this spring.
That's right. The coach said, "I hope you enjoyed
Well,
your
that's right.
time up front. You're now back home."
Forwards for Caldwell County now include Janina, who's still looking for her first goal of the night, and Matea Butts.
Yeah, I'd like to see Meriden get one here.
She has worked hard enough to get several
Absolutely.
tonight. Just been a little bit unfortunate so far. And the stellar play, you got to give credit where credit's due. Bailey Barnes has really stood out for Crittenden County in that goal tonight.
You can see she's, in my opinion, she's all district player, potentially an all region player. Really has made great decisions in the goalkeeper position.
Crittenden County puts it back near midfield. Big lob pass from
Oh,
Thomas
nice.
looking for Butts.
Matea right there.
Butts
Nice.
in front of the goal. Puts
Oh,
the ball in.
no.
Nice play by Matea Butts.
I tell you,
Leave
Matea,
that keeper out.
just a beautiful play. You know, Matea, she's certainly come along in the 4 years. Just good control, uses her body to control that bounce, that difficult bounce on the ball, and then draws the goalie out and a little flick to the corner. What a great play by Matea.
Looked like she was outside of her foot to take it to far
Congratulations.
bar. So good job by Matea.
Yes.
As that moves it 8-0, 19 minutes left in the ballgame. We'll take a 30-second break and be back while Crittenden County starts this play. You're listening to Lady Tiger Soccer on 103.3 The Tiger.
Mobile Deposit is here. This is Mona Van Hooser with First Southern National Bank, and our new mobile app is loaded with extra features, including mobile deposit. Now you can use your smartphone's camera to deposit checks on the go. Just endorse, point, click, and send. Download our new mobile app and try it today.
Yeah.
First Southern National Bank, member FDIC.
We're back at Butler Stadium. Caldwell County leads this one 8-0. Just about 19 minutes left in the ball game.
Daly with a nice shot there, left foot. Good save by the goalie.
Kick out goes off a Boyd at midfield. Crittenden County has it. Still at midfield. Carnahan defensively for the Lady Tigers. Crittenden County goes around Carnahan, which you don't see happen a whole lot, but there to clean that one up is Kelsey Adams back to midfield. Crittenden able to pick it up. They'll take it into the 18, rolling towards the end line. Let's see where this one goes. It'll be out of bounds by the Lady Rocket bench by Adams. It'll be a throw in. And number 19, Laney Fletcher, back into the ball game for the Lady Tigers. Let's see who comes out. Asia Boyd comes out.
Getting a break. Looks like Laney's going to go back and play a little defense. So, like you say, Coach Jacobs letting the players have a little fun, work some different positions, enjoying the game. Oh!
And a deflection and a kick right to
Nice.
the goalie.
Yes.
Maggie again. For a first timer back there,
Yeah.
she made a pretty nice catch.
Made a great catch.
And
a nice punt.
comes
That's
out almost to the bottom of the midfield circle.
You hear the crowd very appreciative of her efforts back in goal.
So a good job back there. You that's a position not as easy as it looks some nights when you get back there and you got to stop all these shots, get the ball punted to whatever direction your coach tells you want to start to play from. It's a lot more to it than just standing back there in a net in a different color jersey.
Yeah, absolutely. It's, in my opinion, not an enviable position at all. But of course, coming from a family that's had two goalies, very near and dear to me. So great job, Maggie, on being in great position. Good hands. Made a great catch
Yes,
on
she
that
did.
shot.
Yeah, that position there, you're either everybody's favorite or nobody wants to talk to you after a game some nights.
It can be emotionally draining.
16 minutes left in the ball game. Caldwell 8-0 over Crittenden County. Again, Caldwell County will be in action tomorrow night, making a trip over to Murray to play Callaway County. Always a tough first region team. Callaway County, some nice players down there, a lot of club ball players, and then they'll finish up against McCracken County regular season. McCracken County right here at Butler Stadium on Thursday night. That one kicks off at 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air just before to bring you that action here on 103.3 The Tiger. Fletcher's going to play it back, looking for Jackson. Jackson has a player come in behind her. I don't think she knew that somebody was behind her.
No, they're just a couple Crittenden players just backing them back, and then all of a sudden realized they could get in the play. So
Matea Butts with the fake. Now Jackson goes down, kicks the ball out of bounds. It'll be a throw in, Lady Rockets. Ball comes in, first touch goes to Jackson. She tries to clear it up the field. It'll go out of bounds far sideline. Another throw in for Crittenden County. Hat trick by Taylor Freeman and a host of other Lady Tigers, each with 1 goal tonight, including Goffinette, Thomas, Smiley, Jackson, and Butts. Cole County trying to clear it out.
Yeah, Crittenden's doing a good job pressuring.
Crittenden had an open shot just outside the 18, missed it, goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Laney Fletcher. Coach Jacobs trying to set up a little goal action here for Kara Morris up front. She gets it up towards Janina. Janina has possession. Morris taking off towards the goal. Now Janina coming in from that sideline is going to put the shot up and in.
I had a feeling Meriden was understanding what she wanted to do with that ball, Dennis, and she took that one. You see, she took that over the head of the goalkeeper, and just no chance.
She can get the monkey off her back now with the goal, so she's pretty happy about it.
You know, that's let's think of the seniors. I guess Kara, has Sarah Grace scored tonight, Dennis?
No, Sarah Grace has not scored. Kara
Okay,
has
I know
not
she's
scored.
had a couple nice shots. So Sarah Grace, it looks like Coach has Sarah Grace and Kara up front to try to get them a goal.
Fletcher takes the ball. Nice step over move by Fletcher. Around
Very
two
nice.
Crittenden County players did a good job and wanted to make the through ball to Morris. Just barely picked off as Crittenden County makes another through pass to the far end as they switch fields. Kelsey Adams there to stop that one in its tracks as it goes towards the sideline. Kelsey just kind of like Trail and Jameer Riley as far as shutdown corners.
Just
Kelsey
steady.
is a shutdown sweeper.
Yes, she is.
Back there in the back.
Perfect position for her.
One more goal. This one will be called on the mercy rule if we score before Crittenden does. 13 minutes left in the ball game. As Fletcher comes out, Goffinette will go back into the ball game. And really, it's not a matter of getting a lot of players playing time that they didn't get all season, maybe other than Kara getting a little more action tonight. But this bench is really deep, and just about all of these players get action every night the Lady Tigers play.
Yeah, very deep bench. And here we go.
Kara Morris on the run, trying to get to it. She's got it at the top of the 18, takes it on in a little bit farther, and kicked out by the keeper. Now ball loose at the top of the 18. Shot on goal by Smiley. Deflected.
That's
and
going to
it'll
be offsides.
Kara had that, maybe should have taken it before that last little dribble.
Yeah, she tried to
see
give
what she could
herself,
do.
put that last little touch on the ball, and it just got a little too far out in front of her, and the goalie able to clear. So, yeah, I would have liked to seen her pull that.
I don't think she has scored one this year, looking at the list of players that have scored.
Great pass, great opportunity for Kara, who hustled down in a good position. Just again, ball just got just slightly out in front of her.
She's made some nice runs tonight.
Yeah.
Crittenden County's really packing that line in, especially center of the field when they do try to have to go back. Drew Thomas has it go off a Crittenden County player, but right back to Jackson.
Oh, she's going to have a chance. It's going to go in.
Go and see if it gets
Oh,
in.
no.
Saved at the last second by a Crittenden defender.
Good play by the defender, but Kara actually able to maneuver that ball around the goalie. I thought it was going in for sure. And then a great save. I think that was Allie for Crittenden's team that comes back and clears that out of the goal net because that ball was going in the net.
Yeah, game almost over within just a couple of feet. Instead, Caldwell County will have the corner kick at the entrance gate on the Washington Street end. Looks like Smiley to take the kick. Puts the ball in play back out here to Adams. Adams winds that left leg up, going just over the left side of the net.
Looked like it was hooking in there on Kelsey's shot from
Another
outside
player
the
with
18.
plenty of leg, Joe, from 25 yards out or better.
Oh, absolutely.
Crittenden puts it in play on the goal kick. going towards the sideline. Janina there defensively for the Lady Tigers. Over to Goffinette. Goffinette slipped. Maybe a little too getting on the field.
Good recovery.
And this one's going to try to set Kara up, but it's going too far as the keeper comes up and throws that one out. 10 minutes left in this ball game. Caldwell County up 9-0. That deflection is going off of Janina. Throw in for the Blue. They quickly work it up the field. But there is Jackson. Jackson puts it back across the field. Now a little tennis action as it goes across that midfield net. Off of Caldwell County, throw in for Crittenden. They put the big lob up. There's Jackson, though, for Caldwell County. And she puts the clear on it before she gets contact up to Smiley. Smiley takes it over to Freeman.
Nice switch.
Freeman with Drew Thomas. Drew puts a through ball up, giving chase is Carnahan. Carnahan picking up speed. Comes up, puts a shot on, and just wide left. Deceptive speed for somebody as strong as Carnahan.
Yes.
You look for her as more of a power player, but she gained a lot of ground on the defender on that run.
Which she is. We rarely get to see that that type of burst from Sarah Grace because she's normally in a defensive clearing position. But yeah, nice speed. Catches up with the ball. The goalie originally was going to come out and make a play, but realized Sarah Grace was crashing too quick. So
and
good attempt by Sarah Grace.
Works it back up, but there is Adams just about 20 yards out from the goal. Adams
Great play.
Off a couple of players.
Yeah.
Crittenden still with possession, but Kelsey right back up. She made 3 good touches on that one against 3 good defenders. Through ball comes up to Carnahan. Carnahan has it down the right side now. Morris coming down the middle. You've got Janina this side. Shot in. And it is a goal
Sarah
by
Grace
Carnahan.
gets it so.
So
Game
the
for the
Mercy
Lady
Rules
Tigers.
on.
Great shot by Sarah Grace. Congratulations to her on senior night as well, getting a goal.
So the final here at Butler Stadium, Caldwell County wins this one easily, 10-0 over Crittenden County, a host of Lady Tigers score. We'll take a quick break and come back and tally up the scoring and let you know who did that. Maybe talk to Coach Jacobs in just a few minutes also. So stay tuned. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is Lady Tiger Soccer on WPKY.
Have you been a victim of debit or credit card fraud? Farmers Bank and Trust can help lessen your risk of getting taken advantage of. As our customer, you have exclusive access to a security feature in our app that will allow you to turn your debit card off while you're not using it, then turn it on instantly when you need to use it. Keep your information safe. Log into our free app to use this feature, increasing the security of your information right now. Not a Farmers Bank customer? Come down. Let us set up your account and start protecting you from potential fraud opportunities. This is not a guarantee that your information will not be compromised. This is an increased security measure. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
And we are back here at Butler Stadium. The final here, Caldwell County defeats Crittenden County 10-0 tonight. Taking a look back at the scoring in the first half, Taylor Freeman on the board about 5 minutes into this ball game, 1-0 Caldwell County. Taylor 15 minutes later put her second goal of the night in, 2-0 Caldwell County. Lucy Goffinette got on the board with about 16 minutes left in the first half, and then a flurry of goals by Caldwell County in the last 3 minutes of the first half. Drew Thomas out of the goal on the field gets her goal for the 4th one of the night for the Lady Tigers. Mackenzie Smiley a minute later, and then just about a minute before halftime, Taylor Freeman completes her hat trick to send Caldwell County to the locker room at halftime up 6-0. In the second half, McKenna Jackson worked hard, Joe.
Yes, she
Caldwell
did.
County tried to play it to her a lot up front. She finally was able to get the goal about 18 minutes into the second half. 3 minutes later, Matea Butts with the same results. Makes it 8-0 Caldwell County. Meriden Janina finally gets the offer off of her tonight. She was wearing the collar for a long time, had a lot of good looks tonight. Meriden finally finds the back of the net, and Caldwell County up 9-0 at that point. And then Sarah Grace Carnahan finished this one off 10-0 Caldwell County. Has several Lady Tigers in the scoring book tonight, but a good all-around game, Joe, by this Lady Tiger squad. They had some fun. They passed the ball well. They had fun with their teammates. Just a real nice senior night here for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, you know, and that's something special they'll remember. And I think the enjoyable part, you got the coach who understands the evening, allows his players some flexibility, puts them in different positions. You had some different ones, you know, some of the underclassmen really working the defense so that the upperclassmen could take time and turns, if you will, being in the striker position and allowing those opportunities. So, again, great demeanor, great presence by the Lady Tigers, and overall great result, and a fun senior night.
It was. You even had Maggie Ginn with a nice save and a nice kick out playing goalie tonight. Didn't even have a jersey. She had to wear a penny back there.
That's right. Maggie comes in and makes potentially the save of the game off a deflection. I'm guessing she saw that ball coming because she was right on top of it. She wasn't real sure where to kick it from, but getting coached from Kelsey, she knew to come out to the 18 and kick it. And made a nice kick as well. So nice playing in the goal by Kate Manley as well. Crittenden had a few scoring opportunities, quite frankly, and made the play. So it looks like Coach Jacobs going to come up. I'm going to let you have some questions with him here, Dennis. Okay. Again, what a wonderful evening, senior soccer night here for the Lady Tigers. Tomorrow we'll be having the Tiger men's soccer evening. So here comes Coach Jacobs.
Coach Jacobs coming up. He'll put the headphones on after a big 10-0 win. Congratulations,
Thank you,
Coach,
thank you.
on a game. Saw a lot of Lady Tigers get in the scorebook tonight. Taylor Freeman with the hat trick. And then McKenna Jackson really worked hard to get her goal tonight. You want to speak on that one?
Yeah, and that's something we tried to get everyone involved. And like we mentioned, regardless if a senior or anyone to that matter was on the score sheet, was not on the score sheet, I felt like everyone contributed in that game. Everybody was getting touches on the ball. I thought we played pretty well as a unit. We moved the ball around. We were very unselfish tonight, and that's something that we've been all year. And so it's not really a surprise to me that we came out that way. But, yeah, McKenna's goal, she was working hard. She wanted it. I know she wanted it up top, and so I kept trying to adjust everybody around to put them in that position to be as a forward. And she finally got it, and it was a nice little rip there. So congratulations to her.
It was a game that the girls came out tonight and played free. I think they had a lot of confidence tonight. You and I were able to talk before the game, said this week is going to be about making it fun again, getting the right mindset going into district and regional tournaments. And tonight, I think, was a great start.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You can't ask for a better start than that. And the big thing was that last week, including the weekend, we had a rough stretch. I mean, we played some of the teams that are ranked 25 and above. We played one team that was ranked 4th, I think, at the time when we played them. In Greenwood, and so we had a very, very tough schedule, and that can be a little bit demoralizing whenever we felt like we should have got some results out of that. We weren't able to pull any results out of it. I think we all agreed we weren't at our best, and the best way you respond to that is, hey, that was last week. Look, it made us better. We learned some lessons, and you come out ready to play, and that's what I told them in the locker room prior to the game was, look, you got to come out and enjoy this. You play this game because you love it. None of us are getting paid to do this. Right. We're out here because we love this game. And so let's get out here, let's have fun, play loose, just enjoy it. Get that love back for the game and have that ready for districts.
One thing I want to ask you before we look ahead on the schedule a little bit, Hannah Young went down tonight, looked like an ankle injury. What's her status right now?
Yeah, it was more just impact. I think when they went foot to foot on that ball, she got the brunt end of it, and nothing too major. Probably going to have a nice little bruise on it. She'll play tomorrow. She's tough. She wanted to go back in tonight. I just figured it's better to rest her, be safe, but she should be completely fine.
Any chance on Maggie again displacing Drew Thomas or Kate Manley in goal for the rest of the season?
Yeah, Maggie's giving them a run for the money. We were talking on the bench, and Kate, we kind of wanted to get her ready for JV. We knew she was going to be in action in that. She wasn't getting a lot of action back there, and so Maggie stepped up. She said, I'll go play keeper. I said, hey, all right, put the gloves on. Let's go. I think she's unofficially announced herself as next year's backup keeper whenever she came off the field. So I feel a lot better knowing we have a number 2 now. That's always good.
Oh, she made a nice save and a nice kick on the one shot that she did stop.
I was impressed. I was very impressed with her.
Looking ahead, Coach, you've got a couple of tough games to finish out this week. You go to Callaway County tomorrow night, then finish here against McCracken County on Thursday night. Any thoughts on those two?
Yeah, those two that's what we like to call tune-up games for district. Both of those teams are teams that are very similar to us. They're both that I like to call them 50-50 games. I wouldn't give one team the advantage in either one. I would say maybe going into Callaway, we're a little bit of an underdog because it's an away game. Callaway County's a tough place to play. They've got a good crowd. McCracken, I would say, is 50-50. They're a team that we don't know a ton about. They've kind of had their ups and downs like we have this year, so is Callaway. And so these are two games we definitely want a result out of. They're not two that we want to drop. We'll be disappointed if we do that, but we want to get ourselves ready to be in the best position to next Thursday, have a lot of confidence going into Madisonville.
And the district tournament next week at Hopkins Central, but you'll play the winner in the championship game already there.
Yes.
By virtue of your regular season championship against either Hopkins Central or Madisonville. Either. Yep. Do you have a preference on those?
I would prefer whichever team is the most tired and whichever team loses in penalties after 2 overtimes in that semifinal game. That's who I would like.
Well, Coach, you know you're going into the region since you're going to be in the championship game automatically. You and I talked probably I'd say we could go back to actually last October and November. We talked over the winter, early season, a lot of expectations for this team as we get ready to know we're going into the regional tournament. We'd like to go in as a champion. But tell us about your mindset going into a regional tournament with this bunch.
Yeah, we're fully expecting, and our goal that we set was regional final. Now, how the regional final falls out is up for question. We know it's going to be a tough team, whoever's there. More than likely, it will be either Henderson or UHA, and we may have to get through Henderson or UHA to make it to that point. But we're confident that if we can play the way that we know we're able to, that we can hang with any team. And so that's still our mindset. Districts, we would love to repeat that. We know that Madisonville would like probably nothing more than to knock us out of that. And if I was in their shoes, I couldn't blame them for that. Right. Hopkins Central would love a chance to be in there. And so it's going to be a tough road ahead. But I think if we can get our mindset right, if we can kind of find that love back for the game, I think we'll be in good shape.
Well, Coach, thank you for coming up tonight.
Thank
Big
you.
win
Thank
for
you.
Caldwell County as they beat Crittenden County tonight 10-0 here at Butler Stadium. We'll be back on the air tomorrow night with the boys' senior night activities here on WPKY. And then Thursday night, the girls take on McCracken County here at Butler, also on the radio. And then Friday night with the football game. So, Joe, you have the headset back on. Anything you would like to add before we close here tonight?
No, just congratulations to the seniors on a great evening. Very special for them and the families that they were able to come out, enjoy what a beautiful night for the festivities for senior night, and then to watch a wonderful game where really all the seniors got involved the entire game. So what a great group of seniors we have. Tickled the result was what it was, and that they had so much fun. I think, these are life moments, something that these ladies will remember the rest of their lives. And you could see the excitement and the fun from the rest of the team cheering them on, from the fans. What a wonderful fan base we have here that were cheering them on as well. So very happy for the Lady Tigers. So great night.
Well, that's going to do it for us here at Butler Stadium tonight. Again, the final here, it was Caldwell County 10, Crittenden County nothing. So for Darren Lewis and Joe McEnany, I'm Dennis Stevens. That's going to do it for us tonight. We'll be back on the air tomorrow night. So until then, good night, everybody.
Good night.
You've been listening to Lady Tigers Soccer on your hometown radio station, WPKY The Tigers. Tonight's game brought to you by Echo Trolleys at 80 Creek Marina, Caldwell Medical Center, Farmers Bank and Trust Company, Community Medical Clinic, McDonald's, First Southern National Bank, the Princeton Electric Plant Board, Fredonia Valley Bank, Penny Ryle Electric, Planters Bank, Tri-Fuse Incorporated, Fortner Gas Company, KFC, A&W, Princeton Drug Company, Sandra's Gatherings, and the Woodall Agency.
From the WPKY Weather Center, here's a look at the latest local forecast on 103.3 FM, The Tiger.
Tonight it's going to be mostly cloudy with a low of